The battle for balance. The clearing was now a battleground, with the shadow of winter writhing and twisting against the barrier of light and magic that the friends had created. The pendant around Minnie's neck pulsed with a fierce, rhythmic light, its glow casting a warm, golden hue over the clearing. The heart of winter's magic surged through the friends, giving them strength and clarity. Mickey, ever the leader, stood at the forefront, his eyes fixed on the writhing shadow. "We have to hold the barrier," he shouted, his voice filled with determination. "We can't let it break through." Minnie, feeling the magic of the pendant coursing through her, focused her thoughts, channeling the heart of winter's magic into the barrier. "We can do this," she said, her voice filled with resolve. "We have to hold it together." Finn, ever the inventor, adjusted the settings on the Adventure Locator 3000, its screen displaying the magical energy readings. "The pendant is amplifying the heart's magic," he said, his voice filled with excitement. "We can use it to strengthen the barrier." Aurora, with her deep connection to the natural world, focused her energy on the forest around them. "The forest is responding," she said, her voice filled with awe. "It's lending us its strength." Pip, ever the optimist, grinned. "We've got this. We just have to keep it up." The friends focused their energy, their minds and hearts working in perfect harmony. The pendant's light grew brighter, casting a radiant glow over the clearing, and the barrier of light and magic grew stronger, holding the shadow of winter at bay. The shadow roared in fury, its form twisting and writhing as it tried to break through the barrier. "You cannot hold me forever," it hissed, its voice filled with malice. "The magic of the heart of winter will be mine." Minnie, feeling a deep connection to the magic, focused her thoughts, channeling the magic of the pendant and the heart of winter. "We won't let you take it," she said, her voice filled with determination. "The magic belongs to the winter realm." The power of unity. The battle raged on, the friends holding the barrier against the shadow's relentless assault. The pendant's light pulsed with a fierce rhythmic glow, its magic amplified by the heart of winter and the friends' unity. Aurora, with her deep connection to the natural world, felt the magic of the forest around them. "The forest is with us," she said, her voice filled with awe. "It's lending us its strength." Finn, ever the inventor, adjusted the settings on the Adventure Locator 3000, its screen displaying the magical energy readings. "The pendant is at full power," he said, his voice filled with excitement. "We can use it to push back the shadow." Minnie, feeling a deep connection to the magic, focused her thoughts, channeling the magic of the pendant and the heart of winter. "We have to push back," she said, her voice filled with determination. "We have to push it back and restore the balance." The friends focused their energy, their minds and hearts working in perfect harmony. The pendant's light grew brighter, casting a radiant glow over the clearing, and the barrier of light and magic grew stronger, pushing back against the shadow. The shadow roared in fury, its form writhing and twisting as it tried to hold its ground. But the friends' magic was too strong, and the shadow began to falter, its form flickering and weakening. Minnie, feeling the magic of the pendant and the heart of winter flowing through her, focused her thoughts, channeling the magic into a final, powerful surge. "Now!" she shouted, her voice filled with determination. The friends focused their energy, their minds and hearts working as one. The pendant's light flared brightly, and the barrier of light and magic surged forward, enveloping the shadow of winter in a radiant golden glow. The shadow let out a final, chilling scream, its form dissolving into the light. The friends watched in awe as the magic of the pendant and the heart of winter worked together, dispelling the darkness and restoring the balance. The balance restored. The clearing was now filled with a warm, golden light, the magic of the pendant and the heart of winter working in perfect harmony. The friends stood together, their hearts filled with a sense of accomplishment and relief. "We did it," Minnie said, her voice filled with relief and joy. "We restored the balance." Mickey nodded, his heart filled with pride. "We did, and we couldn't have done it without all of you." Finn, ever the inventor, was already thinking about the next step. "The pendant and the heart of winter are incredible," he said, his eyes filled with wonder. "We can use them to protect the magic of the winter realm." Aurora, with her deep connection to the natural world, nodded. The magic of the forest is safe for now, but there are other places that need our help. Pip, ever the optimist, grinned. And we can help them. We can use the magic to protect the balance and help others. The friends stood together, their hearts filled with a sense of purpose and determination. They knew that their journey was far from over, and they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The lingering shadows. The friends stood in the clearing, the warmth of the pendant's magic still lingering in the air. The shadow of winter had been dispelled, but the friends knew that its essence still lingered, waiting for another opportunity to strike. The balance of magic was restored for now, but they understood that their journey was far from over. Aurora, with her deep connection to the natural world, felt a lingering chill in the air. The shadow of winter is still out there, she said, her voice filled with a mix of determination and caution. It's weakened, but it will return. Finn, ever the inventor, adjusted the Adventure Locator 3000, its screen displaying a complex web of magical energy. The locator is picking up faint traces of the shadow's presence, he said, his eyes scanning the readings. It's retreated, but it's still a threat. Minnie, feeling a deep connection to the magic, held the pendant tightly. We have to be ready, she said, her voice filled with resolve. The shadow will try to regain its power. Mickey, ever the leader, nodded, his heart filled with determination. We need to find a way to stop it for good. We can't let it threaten the Winter Realm again. The friends knew that the shadow of winter was a formidable foe, one that would not be easily defeated. They needed to find a way to seal its power, to ensure that it could never threaten the balance of magic again. The Council of Elders. The friends decided to seek the wisdom of the Council of Elders, the ancient council of magical beings who had long protected the Winter Realm. The council was known for its wisdom and its deep understanding of the magic that governed the land. The friends traveled to the ancient grove where the council convened, a place of ancient trees and ancient magic. The grove was filled with a sense of peace and wisdom, the air filled with the scent of pine and the soft rustle of leaves. The Council of Elders, a group of wise and ancient beings, greeted the friends with warmth and respect. The council was made up of beings from all corners of the Winter Realm, wise old elves, wise old owls, and even a wise old fox. The leader of the council, an ancient elf named Elder Thistle, welcomed the friends. Welcome, guardians of the pendant, he said, his voice filled with warmth and wisdom. We have heard of your journey and the battles you have fought. Minnie, feeling a deep sense of respect, bowed her head. We seek your wisdom, Elder Thistle. The shadow of winter has been defeated, but it will return. We need to find a way to stop it for good. Elder Thistle nodded, his expression serious. The shadow of winter is a powerful force, but it is not invincible. The magic of the heart of winter is the key, but it must be used wisely. Finn, ever the scholar, asked, how can we seal the shadow's power? How can we ensure that it can never threaten the balance again? Elder Thistle considered the question, his eyes filled with ancient wisdom. The magic of the heart of winter is powerful, but it is not enough. You must find the lost artifact, the Frostfire Crown. It is the key to sealing the shadow's power. The friends exchanged glances, their hearts filled with anticipation. The Frostfire Crown? Mickey asked. What is it? Elder Thistle nodded. The Frostfire Crown is an ancient artifact, a symbol of the balance between fire and ice. It was lost long ago, but it holds the power to seal the shadow's power and restore the balance of magic. Finn, ever the scholar, asked, where can we find the Frostfire Crown? Elder Thistle's eyes twinkled with ancient wisdom. The Frostfire Crown is hidden in the Cave of Echoes, a place of ancient magic and mystery. It is a place of great danger, but also great reward. The friends exchanged glances, their hearts filled with determination. They knew that their journey was far from over, and they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The Cave of Echoes and the Frostfire Crown. The friends set off, the pendant's glow guiding them toward the Cave of Echoes. The path was long and treacherous, but their hearts were filled with determination and a sense of purpose. As they traveled, they encountered many treacherous ice cliffs, blinding snowstorms, and even a pack of mischievous ice sprites who tried to lead them astray. But with the pendant's guidance and their own determination, they overcame each obstacle, their bond growing stronger with each step. Finally, they arrived at the entrance to the Cave of Echoes, a massive ice cave that loomed before them like a giant, frozen cathedral. The entrance was guarded by a massive ice sculpture, its form shifting and changing, as if alive. Finn, ever the inventor, examined the sculpture closely. "The locator is picking up a strong signal," he said, his eyes scanning the readings. "The Frostfire crown is here." The friends entered the cave, their hearts filled with anticipation. The pendant's glow illuminated the way, casting a warm, golden light over the icy walls. As they ventured deeper into the cave, the air grew colder and the path grew more treacherous. But the friends pressed on, their hearts filled with determination.